My wife had failed her driving test for 2 years straight. Fearing her disappointment, I showered her with even more love. Until one day, 10 minutes before my shift, my clingy wife messaged me, saying she was off to driving school for a 2-hour, focused practice session, meaning she'd be unreachable. To my surprise, on patrol, I spotted a illegally parked car. I turned on my body camera and approached to investigate. Just as I was about to tap on the window, the car began to rock. A woman's hand pressed against the glass. The engraving on the ring instantly caught my eye. It was the custom design I made for my wife. In that moment, my mind seemed to cease functioning. I pulled out my phone and called her. It rang many times, but she didn't answer. My eyes never left the vibrating car. After seeing the entangled figures inside, my hand unconsciously clenched into a fist. The woman in the car was fully indulging in seductive expressions, completely contrary to the demure woman I pictured my wife to be. Finally, the persistent ringing became too noisy, interrupting their passion. The instructor reached to turn off the phone, but Iris quickly stopped him. No, I can't turn off my husband's call, or he'll worry about me. Don't say anything. I'll just say a few words to him. The instructor cursed under his breath, his face full of displeasure. Damn useless man, always interrupting my fun. Iris, covering his mouth with one hand, answered the call. Hello, hubby. We've only been apart for 2 hours, and you miss me already. Her familiar voice came through the partially open car window. My breathing quickened. As I desperately tried to control my emotions, after calming myself, I asked her, Wei-Fei, why did it take you so long to answer? Because I was practicing driving. I didn't have time to answer. Alright, hubby, I have to hang up now, or the instructor will scold me again. Do you want to see the instructor scold me for wasting time? Before I could speak, she said, love you, hubby, and hung up. I don't know what emotions to use to describe how I felt at that moment. I didn't have the courage to confront them, because Iris and I had come through so much together. I also didn't want to witness with my own eyes the girl I cherished in my heart lose her innocent and beautiful image. Just as my eyes were about to turn crimson, my colleague arrived. Alex, what's wrong? I forced a bitter smile and shook my head. Nothing, just got some sand in my eyes. Good to hear. Let's go. That car up ahead is parked illegally. Look at how violently it's shaking. I bet they're up to no good in there. Liam finished speaking, a slight smile on his lips, his eyes gleaming. Let's see who's so bold. He had already walked over, and I followed closely behind. As we got closer, a familiar moan of pleasure drifted from the slightly open car window. I clenched my fists tightly, on the verge of exploding with rage, when Liam abruptly rapped on the window. Who the hell is that? So rude. Startled, the man and woman inside quickly pulled apart. The instructor cursed, grabbing his jacket to cover Iris. When they saw it was traffic police, they quickly opened the car door, stopping the profanities on their lips. Iris avoided eye contact, hiding behind the instructor. Sir, your car is illegally parked. You can't park within 50 feet of an intersection. Besides points deducted, you're also facing a fine. Liam hadn't finished speaking when he caught a whiff of alcohol. Have you two been drinking? As an instructor, he knew the implications of drinking and driving. Iris quickly looked up to defend him. We didn't drink and drive. We just had a few drinks to liven things up. That's right. It's just some male fun. As a man, you should understand this kind of pleasure. Liam's face was serious. Since you've both been drinking, you shouldn't be driving. Get out. We're impounding the car. No matter how unwilling Iris was, she had to comply. The moment she stepped out of the car, she almost shrieked. My back was so familiar to her, her breathing became ragged, and she stood on edge like a startled bird. Just as she was about to call my name, the instructor scooped her into his arms. Darling, let's go. There's a hotel nearby. We didn't finish our fun earlier. We need to conclude our story. Iris jumped down frantically, her face ghostly pale, her eyes glued to my back. The instructor followed her gaze, first freezing, then letting out a hearty laugh. Don't worry, it won't be him. If it were, he would have